When it comes to the NBA, a lot of people focus solely on the superstar players like LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and so on. And there's a reason for that. Mainly in that they are the ones who help elevate teams and franchises to a level that can make them contenders. But sometimes it's the role players or even the bench players that can help change the game for the better. For the Golden State Warriors, that title very much works for their new acquisition this season via Gary Payton II. Allow us to show you Gary Payton II's lifestyle and net worth. Pretty much my job. While we may be talking about Gary Payton II right now, it needs to be noted that he has been making his presence felt all throughout this current NBA season. For example, earlier in the season, a question tossed towards Stephen Curry after a Warriors 119-107 win over the Sacramento Kings was pointed, yet he responded as if he was truly glad to hear it. He was asked if Gary Payton II's terrific performance in the victory exhibited the value of having the team fill its 15th and final roster spot. 1,000%, he said firmly, a split second after the question was completed. Curry was among the veterans urging Warriors management to fill that spot, and the pleas intensified when the management waived 4 players, including veteran guards Avery Bradley and Payton, both of whom specialize in defense. Management during training camp never committed to signing a 15th player and actually considered opening the season without filling the vacancy. One less salary to pay, a sad tactic in the league. When Bradley signed with the Lakers, the Warriors coaching staff, teeth gritted and fingers crossed, hoped Payton would not land elsewhere and that management would relent. He remained available and the Warriors pounced. Payton's work that game and during this season so far validated the team's desire to keep him. Coming off the bench, he played 17 minutes, contributing 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, and generally a stellar defensive performance. It's not typical the last man on the NBA bench, a 6'2" guard, makes a significant impact in the third game of the season. Curry laid out the assets Payton brings. The on-ball defense, but also the movement and instincts he displays on offense. The crazy 6'8" wingspan, and the hoops, as Payton's first bucket was a transition dunk off a Curry lob. Defensively, he gives us an edge, Curry said, and then he knocked down 2 threes, which was huge. If he's going to get open shots, he has to take them. We just want him to stay locked in, stay competitive, and stay focused on when his moment comes and show he can do it. Getting irregular minutes can be a tough gig, but Payton, who has spent 6 years scratching and scraping to earn a regular job in the NBA, prides himself on dedication. I've been doing it for a while now, and it's really my job to stay ready at all times, he said. Just make sure I'm ready to do whatever I've got to do to be ready as soon as I hear it's go time. I've been doing it for a while now, so pretty much my job. And clearly he does good at his job, else he wouldn't be here and still making impacts. The Warriors are in a bit of a slump, to be fair, even though they're 19 games above 500 and have Klay Thompson back. But if Gary Payton II keeps doing his job, he'll be an invaluable player once the playoffs roll around. And it's there that they're going to need him the most. Not so easy journey. Among Adam DeSoto's responsibilities as an assistant coach at West Wind Preparatory Academy in Phoenix was helping players find spots at the next level. In September 2011, that meant posting on Blogspot, where he published scouting reports, one of which included a proclamation. DeSoto's would be surprised if this particular West Wind player was not named an all-league defensive player at least once in his collegiate career. When he talked to college coaches about this player, a defensive first, jump out of the gym combo guard, he could sense their hesitation. It was weird, he said, because the film spoke for itself. And as the player's English teacher, he didn't understand how anybody could meet the kid and not like him. Convincing the coaches to make the trip was like pulling teeth. To this day, DeSoto's cannot explain why there was such little interest in Gary Payton II. You'd think the son of a Hall of Famer would be overhyped, not under-recruited. I couldn't even get the Big Sky to come look at Gary, DeSoto said. His name's Gary Payton, and he's athletic. So 1, that means I'm a terrible salesperson, but 2, he wasn't really somebody that people took that seriously. Payton was 19 when he got to Salt Lake Community College. 23 when he went undrafted out of Oregon State, and 29 when his one-year contract with the Golden State Warriors was guaranteed last Monday. Until recently, he was on the fringes, playing in the G League and Summer League, on 2-ways and 10 days, never finding a way to stick with one NBA team from training camp to Christmas. This past Christmas, Payton started in the marquee game. When Devin Booker neglected to box him out, he soared to the rim for a powerful putback, the kind of play that looks like 1,000 times more impressive when the guy making it is 6'3". In the afterglow of Golden State's victory, Andy Liu, co-host of Light Years, a long-running Warriors podcast, changed his Twitter display name to Gary Payton II Stan account. "It's just an unforgettable season," Payton said on January 10th, the day he officially kept his spot, just before the team's plane departed for Memphis. "My first locked-in season, guaranteed. And with this team, it's special the guys on this team." Making his name. Payton has seen the Chase Center crowd give him a standing ovation and heard it chant his name. He has harassed opposing stars from Chris Paul to Nikola Jokic, won a jump ball against the 6'11 Jonas Valanciunas, dunked so hard he got headbutted and earned a new nickname. Younglove is Payton approved, as are the Thief and GP2. He's little Gary to family. Don't even think about calling him the Mitten. He's hard to define, so the things that he does on the court have to be pretty special, Golden State assistant coach Ron Adams said. And he's carved out this niche that works for him, and it's extremely helpful to a team. Payton is proud of the fact that he broke out so close to turning 30. There is not an exact age when executives stop seeing you as a prospect, but it happens. They definitely look for younger guys to breed and make them their future, he said. But if you think about it, I didn't really start playing basketball until my senior year of high school, so I don't have really that much wear and tear on me. I'm pretty athletic still. I can still move pretty quick. By his own admissions, Gary Payton II has said that he is a late bloomer, and that probably led to why people weren't willing to take a chance on him, despite being the son of the Glove, a legendary NBA player who went up against Jordan and others during his time in the league. But now, he's making his own name, and the Warriors definitely need him. Net worth. So, what is the net worth of Gary Payton II? That would be around $5 million based on recent estimates. Now, this might surprise some of you, especially since he's been on multiple NBA teams in his career, including the Wizards, Lakers, Raptors, and of course, the Warriors. But as noted, he's not been a player that was valuable in the eyes of many, so he would only get certain minimum contracts to play. He's been fighting to be with the team for a whole season, and with the Warriors, this go-around at least, he's finally gotten that. And of course, if he continues to play well with them, and especially if he helps them in the playoffs and gets them a ring in his own way, his salary could absolutely go up. But for him, he's just happy to have a home in the NBA finally. And that, to him, is what matters. And there you have it, everyone. A look at the life and worth of Gary Payton II and how he is helping the Golden State Warriors this year in a big way. Do you feel that Payton will help the Warriors reclaim their dominance to the level that they need in order to be in contention for the title come playoff time? Are you shocked by how good he is despite not being a superstar? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.